despite playing a similar character, how did you not let your character seem exactly like Ayushmann's character? What precautions did you take?
That really can't be a rapid fire answer. It'll
I know.
need more than.
This is rapid fire with perspective. Rapid fire with
Right,
perspective.
right, okay. So yeah, see, Ayushmann was absolutely brilliant in the film, in the original. I loved what he did in the original, but it was very important for me that I base my performance on the text that I have in hand, which is the Malayalam adapted screenplay. And it was very important for me that I try and interpret it. I go through the exercise called the actor's interpretation once more. I didn't want my interpretation to be Ayushmann's performance. I wanted my interpretation to be original. So I have done what I have understood from the written text. That's what I have done on screen. How different or how similar it is to what Ayushmann has done in the original is for somebody watching the film afresh to tell me. But I completely acknowledge the fact that Andhadhun as an original film is brilliant, and Ayushmann's original performance was fantastic. But as a Malayali, I just think Brahma might be slightly more funnier than Andhadhun.
Yeah,
And
it looks
it
like
might be,
it looks
and
like.
and it might even be slightly more wicked than Andhadhun.
Oh, that will be
Yeah.
something to look forward to then. Okay, if this film was made in 90s, who do you think would star in it as a lead?
90s, I think it'll have to be Mohanlal.
Amazing. A quality of Ravi K. Chandran you wish
He
all
could
of the
still do it, actually.
Yes, he can.
Yeah,
A
slight
quality of Ravi-
rewriting.
Yes, a quality of Ravi K.
Yeah.
Chandran you wish all of the directors had.
I can tell you a quality that I wish all other cinematographers directing had of Ravi K. Chandran. Because he completely forgets that he's a cinematographer when he's directing. He doesn't care about the lighting. He is like, and even then the film looks fantastic. But I can tell you, this film was shot in some 34 days. 34 days, and there was hardly any time for lighting up. He didn't look like he was making any effort for lighting up anything. To him, it didn't matter at all. I was thinking, and I was the one who put my foot down and said, Ravi, you have to shoot this film. Like, there is no, I'm not going to let you give this to another cinematographer. So I sort of made him shoot the film. But I don't remember a single moment where I saw cinematographer Ravi K. Chandran thinking more than the director. It was always for him about the performances, about setting up the scenes. I never saw the cinematographer take over the director even once. And I've seen that happen with a lot of cinematographer directors.
All right, a film of yours you think can be remade in Hindi?
2 films of mine are currently being remade in Hindi. I mean, so Ayyappanam Koshin is on the floors, I think, or about to start, I think. And there will very soon be a remake of Driving License as well. And there are other films, I think, that are in talks. So yeah, many films actually. I mean, not just mine. Any Malayalam hero you speak to can list out 5 to 10 films of theirs that can easily be remade into Hindi. So,
all right, that's great. When you look back at your career, which performance do you think was the most challenging one so far, other than Brahma?
Challenging? I don't know. I mean, in the sense, different performances are challenging for different reasons. But I guess one film that will stand out is a film called Mumbai Police. Not as much as the performance was challenging, it was also what the film entailed. I mean, it was the first time I think that a mainstream hero sort of took on the role of a gay man in a mainstream film. And it was not your typical gay character in the typical mainstream film. It was this macho police officer, violent police officer who in the end of the film, so that was quite brave then, and it was quite a brave call to go and do that film, without letting people know. That was a suspense twist of the film, people would only discover that this is the crux of the suspense at the end of the film. So that I thought was a challenging film to design and a challenging performance to design. Also because the character involved a man with amnesia having to rediscover his sexual orientation. So it was, in those couple of layers, I thought it was quite a complicated performance to chart out and design.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, if you were a chat show host and following celebs appear on your show, which one question you would definitely ask them? Mr. Mammootty, if you had to ask the question to Mr. Mammootty.
Can I get your diet and skincare routine, please?
Thalapathy Vijay.
Tell me this whole mantra for success. It just seems that, he knows what will work for him. I wish every actor had that equation, that you have the secret equation with you where you apply that to the script, does this work for me or not? I just think Vijay has cracked it. He knows what works. So,
have you ever signed a film and regretted about while shooting it?
Multiple times.
Can a film lack an entertainment quotient and still be called a good film?
Absolutely. I mean, it's just that the whole concept of this entertainment quotient is, I think, very generic and misunderstood. If a film holds your attention, to me, it is entertaining. You know, so a film that does not hold your attention cannot be a good film. But I get what you mean by entertainment quotient. So that entertainment quotient, devoid of that being there, the film can still be good.
Have you ever had a fight with your director?
Many times.
What was your first reaction when you saw Tabu's performance in Andhadhun?
I was like, this is brilliant. Like, can we meet more women like this?
What was your immediate first reaction when you were offered this role?
I was in complete shock. I was like, how am I going to pull this off? Can I be that violent?
If a 10-year-old guy after watching Brahmam teaser asks you what is the meaning of aphrodisiac, what would you tell him?
Not too soon. We're in the world of social media right now. You learn it in the next 5 years.
I think health food would be a good way to go about it.
Health food.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
What is something about Prithviraj that almost every woman would love?
Now this is this is what I want to hear.
There was this recent content that I watched and it was like the look.
If you were in a room with Mahesh Babu and Prithviraj, what would you guys be talking about?
I don't even, sorry to say, I don't know Mahesh Babu at all. But I know Prithviraj pretty well. And we've spoken about cinema, cars, we've spoken about places we've traveled. I think he's the co-actor with whom I worked the most.
One inspirational message that you'd like to give to cancer survivors?
I think there's only one. Live like you've never lived before. Yeah.
Which celebrity immediately comes to your mind when I say the following? All-time favorite actor.
Actor means actress also, right? Meryl Streep.
It can be actor or actress, yeah.
Meryl Streep.
All-time favorite song.
Too many. Probably the album of Khamoshi.
Okay, and English?
English, all-time favorite. There's a song by Tina Arena called I'm in Chains. It's one of my favorites.
Would you ever want to direct a film?
Yes.
Have you ever hit back at a troll?
No.
Have you ever been proposed to by your co-actor?
No.